today the members of the United Democratic Party, we met the members of the expert committee on this reservation policy. So I would like to go back a little bit, from last year when there was a meeting of all political parties, to discuss about the reservation policy. So from our side, we had given our observation with regards to the roster system and also with regards to the reservation policy to the government in the month of July 2023. And now when the expert committee came into the picture, the same observations which we had made during that time, we had given the same observations also to the expert committee. As you're aware that the reservation policy has been a contentious issue in the state for many years altogether, and this has created a lot of confusion on the minds of the people. So we as a party, we would like to look objectively at this reservation policy. Although the framers of this policy at that point of time when we got a statehood, they in their wisdom, had given this formula in the best interest of the people of the state. But then we thought that after every 10 years there should be a review. But for so many years there has not been a review of this reservation policy. But I'm glad that the government also has woken up and then has come forward to solicit the views of different stakeholders about this reservation policy. So from our side also we have done due diligence by consulting legal experts, by consulting academicians and other people. But it's not easy, let me tell you, to really give our observations, in a very concrete way, because we understand that we have to look at it from different angles, from different perspectives. There is the legal angle also, and you must have seen the legal tangles that have been there earlier also in the country. So we want to put our points objectively, but at the same time, we had reiterated time and again that it should not be discriminatory to any community here in the state of Meghalaya. So that we want to make our point very clear, and we also wanted to say that we do not want to create any division or any friction, between the different communities just because of this reservation policy. We would like to clear the public perception on this reservation policy. So by giving our views, our submissions, not only from our side, from different stakeholders, I hope that the expert committee will come out with some kind of a formula which will be acceptable to all the stakeholders in the state of Meghalaya.
So you don't want to disturb the situation. So that doesn't mean that you want suggestion is for status quo.
No, see, it is not that we're talking about that, but we are saying let us look objectively at this policy. Okay. Now, for instance, when the High Court had given the direction to implement the roster system, okay. So from our side, we had made a point very clear that let it be implemented prospectively. Roster system has to be in place, but we don't have that roster account or roster register. That also has to be in place, right? And with regards to the reservation policy, from different quarters, we have been talking about the increase of the ST population. Because if we talk about the, about the reservation quota, if we talk on the all India basis also, it is on the basis of inadequacy of representation, no doubt, as per if you go by the Constitution 16(4), okay. But at the same time, it should also be proportionate to the population, no? If for ST we're getting 7.5, SC 15, all India, and OBC 27, that is also on the basis of proportionate population, right? So even in the context of the state of Meghalaya, if there has been an increase in the ST population, so let the quota also be increased, accordingly, and let the census data, census data guide the expert committee on how to break up the quota for the different categories.
That means population wise.
Population wise in proportion, but taking into consideration the inadequacy of implementation.